Welcome back. We are still here with our guest, Bithika Rahabasu. She is the heart and soul of Nrityakala, the dance heritage. Bithika, 30 years is a long time, 1986 to 2016. You have done a lot of good work. Are you somewhere nearer what you wanted to do, what you wanted to achieve, or what are your future programs?
I don't know whether I really did set a goal, but I definitely enjoy doing the creative work. But to be frank, I don't know, for some reason, not that I'm a scatterbrain, but I like to do a lot of things. The celebrating 30 years, we are starting with a charity show.
Right.
This Sunday, we are going to do a charity boat trip where we will have classical dances, especially a dancer from India, Keka Sinha, we invited, a Kathak exponent. She will perform on the boat. And another dancer, Manipuri, Devanjali Vishwas, another proper classic, pure Manipuri dancer. Two forms that we have been
She too has come from India?
promoting. And this one is a charity show. Why? Because in this 30-year celebration, we are doing everything retrospect. We did few charity shows. The first one was for the Mother Teresa's, Nirmal Hriday, in 1992. In 1997, we did Save the Children charity show. This year, the first one, we're starting a charity show. Our next program will be in the House of Commons, because we did take our work and the work of Tagore at the House of Lords in 2004 and in House of Commons 2014. So this is the second one. And two, three more will continue. They all will be retrospect. The way we did our work all these years, that's how we are going to celebrate our 30 years of Nrityakala. But this boat party is so much, it's sold out and there's so much demand for it.
Yes.
I'm glad that people are taking notice of our work.
You must get a bigger boat.
Well, I wanted to, but you know, it's not our cup of tea.
One of your two CDs we have, can we show this? In Many Moods. Okay? In Many Moods. Bithika, what's it about?
Well, that is what I think I have been working in a completely different way in this country.
This is Tagore in Many Moods?
Tagore, Rabindranath Tagore's poem and stories in different languages, where I have managed to gather the galaxy of stars of Indian cultural world. People like Pandit Ajay Chakravarti, like Soumitra Chatterjee, Dhritiman Chatterjee, they are the great actors. They have
some of them recited also?
Recited and told the story of Hungry Stone, Karnakunti in English. Originally, Karnakunti I have done with Shabana Azmi and Farooq Sheikh, which we have been acting on the stage since 2000. And I have done it in 3 continents till today.
Shabana Azmi was here recently.
Yeah, I mean, but I did the recording of Shabana and Farooq in 2000. Tagore, Karnakunti in English. This CD started from there, that somebody wanted me to publish it. So then we went on increasing the volume, doing the Tagore song in Hindi with Shan and Bapi Lahiri, doing the stories by recited or told by Dhritiman, and the Sanskrit sloka by Pandit Ajay. It's it's a very different kind of CD, which I really wanted to be circulated, not for the commercial point of view, because this is how many people who didn't get the chance to read or listen to Tagore will give the test of Tagore. And it really has been highly, highly praised by people from the ministry and film industry. I don't want to even tell you the name who has heard about it. But sometimes I'm a bit disappointed that people who know about it, who love Tagore, probably could have helped me in taking it further. Because I don't do things commercially, and I didn't want to really sell it like that. It's not the selling, it is you have to tell people about it. That how you can introduce your children to Tagore, because they can understand English, they can understand other. So this is one of the CDs which I treasure a lot. Not only I, whoever has listened to it. And that is how I think I have worked on Tagore in a completely different way. It is my passion which is taking me forward by doing different kinds of work, apart from the dance productions.
It comes to my mind that, well, we are from a different age, a different era, see. How are the young people taking Tagore now?
Well, to be frank, I'm not too sure about it. Are you talking about the people of this country?
This country,
well,
our own children, people living in India, in Bangladesh.
Well, in India, I don't think people are that much interested in Tagore. But the question is, this is how I feel. I don't want to talk that I have achieved. No, I don't talk about achievement. It is the satisfaction that I have, that I have managed to take Tagore in a different way by involving the dancers who are from different background and doing the dances on English translation. So they understood. They know the story, they have enjoyed performing, and not only that, I have in this film Touch of Tagore, many people from different states, they mentioned specially that because of this, our work of Nritya Kala, they have known Tagore better. They simply knew the name, but didn't get the chance to see the dances or the dance theater, the poem or the stories.
It's great because
and I will continue
you're making a dent.
But this trend has come in. Many people have started because London is full of organizations where many people are working on
What makes you different? This is what I wanted to ask you. This Tagore, that. See, what makes you different?
Well, to be frank, my Nritya Kala, the art of dance, is mainly focused on dance, but I can see most of my work is on Tagore and on the translation of Tagore. Because I have noticed that everybody, yes, they're doing great job. There are many Tagore associations. They work in a different way. You know, they probably more concerned about preserving the music in a very authentic way. So they are culturing the singing or dancing, but not so much taking it to a different audience. And that is how I feel I have focused that way, that I will make more translation and create more dance theaters on not only Tagore.
To make people more aware.
Make them aware of the literature of our country through dance.
Right. But it's one simple question, see. I mean, I'm a non-literary person, but still interested in literature. Is Tagore really relevant in 21st century?
Of course he is. I mean, find out one subject matter that he didn't touch, that what at this moment, environment, the global warming, which is a issue.
Right.
I remember in 2000, I was given some fund to do a show on Environment Week. And I write sometimes certain scripts, you know. So I started writing about Environment Week, that this same, the beautiful nature turns into quite, wild, and it is destructive, etc., etc. Then I thought, let me read the poem Prithivi, the earth, by Tagore. I thought, what new idea I have. If I don't take the refuge to Tagore, I cannot do anything. So I simply brought his idea and wrote it in, took his lines, and we just created a dance theater called Mother Earth, where we showed that this, the beautiful nature is being destroyed by, like where the beautiful dove used to fly, the aeroplane is going, or the beautiful periwinkle or beautiful flowers are on the meadow is been completely destroyed and demolished, and brick wall is there. And all these things he wrote so many years ago. It's not only environment, it is the that's what we have touched in this Touch of Tagore, that people have talked about the relevance of Tagore.
He is relevant, so doesn't it make you feel that you have a greater responsibility and others have a greater responsibility to keep this message alive?
Of course, of course.
I was reading an article by Dr. Amrita Sen, the Nobel Prize winner, on Nobel Prize website, see, and this is about Tagore, and he laments that people seem to have forgotten Tagore in the West, see. Not exactly these words, but the same feeling that he expresses, see. Before I forget, see, I must talk about this book, the collection of poems, Gitanjali, see. This was published, the English translation was published in 1913, March, see, and by November of the same year, how many months? 7, 8 months, see. This book went into 10 editions, reprints of 10 editions, see. And those who think that this is not relevant enough today, not influential on humankind and literature, should take this as a proof that any book to go into 10 reprints within 10 months is almost impossible. It doesn't happen.
Well, I don't think Tagore will ever go away, because it is so eternal. Everything he wrote about is so eternal issues. Even in Karnakundi, the question of an abandoned child, when he's asking his mother, why did you leave me alone when I was born?
Well, we are not alone, we are with Tagore. So, Bitika, we have come to the end of the show. It's a nice, it was nice having you here, and we hope that our viewers have enjoyed the show as much as we have. At least I have. Thank you very much.
And thank you so much. Thank you, NTV, and you and Sanjay Dev, who introduced me to you, great singer. Thank you so much.
Well,
thank you, ladies.
Thank you, viewers, for being with us, and we hope that you've enjoyed the show as much as we have. Next time, next week, same time, same channel, with a different distinguished guest. See you. Take care.